Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Comics with Stevey D. This is the episode 78, the Captain America countdown from 120 down to 100. Okay, starting with 120. From 1969, Crack Up on Campus. Story, Stan Lee. Gene Colan inks Joe Sinnott. Page 20 is retouched by John Romita Sr. And in 1969, there was lots of protests on campus. So you can see how Stan Lee is blending current affairs with what's his storylines. Next we have Captain America 119. Now Falls the Skull from 1969, written by Stan Lee, pencils by Gene Colan. I just love the way that these early Captain American books look and how they were drawn. Captain America 118, The Falcon Fights On, script by Stan Lee and art by Gene Colan. Everything superimposed over the face of Captain America in this one. Here's one of my favorites. Captain America 117 from 1969. First appearance of the Falcon. This one is graded at 6.0. So I am very pleased to have this in my collection. And he's smiling. Just like Batman and Robin did in a lot of their early books. I like smiling superheroes from time to time. Captain America 169. No, 116 from 1969. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Far Worse Than Death. The Coming of the Falcon was 117. I forgot to tell you the title. This is Far Worse Than Death from 1969, written by Stan the Man Lee, art by Gene Colan and John Romita. They always mess with their names and stuff in their credit part of their splash page. I love this. Is one of my favorite Captain America covers. 115. From 1969, Now Begins the Nightmare, written by Stan Lee, cover art by John Buscema and George Colan. And he's captured Captain America inside the Cosmic Cube. And I think at the back of this one, he's braggadocio, Nazi braggadocio. Oh, it's in a different one. Oh, we'll find it as we go down the countdown. This might be it here. 114 from 1969. And this one is entitled The Man Behind the Mask. Written by Stan the Man Lee. Cover art by John Ring-a-Ding Romita. That's exactly what it says on the splash page. Embellished by John Romita. This is the one I got to show, the Red Skull. I was a book ahead. And there he is. It's like a splash page at the back of the book. And what he's saying is, did you think a mere disguise could hide you from the Red Skull? I can find anyone, be anywhere, do anything, and destroy anyone. Since I have regained the all-powerful Cosmic Cube. So he's just bragging. And he's hell on wheels when he has that Cosmic Cube. And he always gets a hold of it over time. Many, many times. This is a book at a hard time for me to find. But I am happy I have just gotten it in the last few months. This is Captain America 113. Entitled Special Report. The Death of Captain America. Creative T. Lee, Steranko, Palmer, and Simic. Now, It's in the splash page. They're like a TV reporting on the death of a TV news station reporting on the death of Captain America. All right. This is Captain America 112. From 1969, Lest We Forget, reuniting the talents of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Isn't that cool? Here is the famous cover. Reprint of Captain America 111 and Marvel Super Action 13. This is a placeholder like I had on the Hulk book. I had 2 placeholder comic books for that. But this is in my future. I got 2 originals to get, and then I have the complete run. But this makes an excellent placeholder. And the art's the same. It's just the trade dressing and the time period it came out. I think it was 1977. 1977. Okay. Here's another. Lots of famous covers in the first 20. Okay. 110 from 1969. No Longer Alone. Cover art by Jim Steranko. Script by Jim Steranko and Stan Lee. First appearance of Madam Hydra. He's busting through a newspaper article about, I think, the attack on Pearl Harbor. Actual newspaper. Captain America, number 108. Or is that 109? Oh, no, that other one was 109. This is 108. Okay. From 1968, 108, The Snares of the Trapster. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Everybody shoots at Captain America. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. That's what it says when the machine guns are clicking at him. Buddha, 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 Buddha. In a lot of books. This is Captain America 107 from 1968. If the Past Be Not Dead. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and first appearance of Dr. Faustus, who is partially responsible for the death of Captain America years and years and volumes later. Captain America 106 from 1968. Cap Goes Wild, another Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. They did tons of work together in that decade. Captain America 105 from 1968. In the Name of Batroc. It's French, and it's never supposed to be pronounced Batroc. It's Batroc in my translated from the French language. That's what they say in all these things, all these comic books. Alrighty, moving right along. Captain America 104, Slave to the Skull. Written in 1968, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby again. And you have a whole crew of people on this one. He's surrounded by evildoers on this cover. This is another one of my favorites. Captain America 103 from 1968. The Weakest Link. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And this is a 5.0. It's a very fine cover. Square corners and it really could have been higher grade. Not a lot of tick marks for color breaks for a black kind of cover. I really enjoy that cover. Captain America 102 from 1968. The Sleeper Strikes. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Let me bring that in close so you can get a good motion. Captain America always looks good when he's in motion. And I have two of the next book. One's a 4.0 and one's a 4.5, but I can't hardly tell the difference at all. A dog ear is the only thing I really can see that might make a little difference. And I'm going to use one of these to try to trade for Captain America 100 or 111. Them are the two actual books from the run that I need. When Wakes the Sleeper. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and John Romita goodness. And the Red Skull is such an underrated villain. He's up there with Dr. Doom in my book. Ultron is a big baddie. And here's the other one. Side by side, you really can't tell a big difference from these books. The colors are brighter in one. That might have made a difference. And the last one is a placeholder until I can save my pennies for a little while. Captain America reprint in Marvel Super Action #1 of Captain America 100. And Iron Man and Captain America shared Tales of Suspense up to issue 99, and Iron Man got to start over with 1, and Captain America started with 100, the numbering after Tales of Suspense. So that was a cool thing. So I have all the books, and I think there was 100 to 454, issues in volume 1. And I wanted to show you a couple of things. These were my placeholders. Special edition Captain America, that famous cover. And what's cool, on the back of that is a virgin cover of the Steranko Captain America cover. That's the one I need, and it's original. That's really cool. Has the trade dressing a little bit, but... And here's another one. And this is Marvel Super Action. That gave me the idea to get placeholders for the other two. And this is Captain America Marvel Masterworks hardbound edition. And it's beautiful. I had the stories and the artwork in here. And at the end of every issue, they have a shield to let you know a new issue's coming up. And you don't have... there it is. And you don't have ads like in the originals. But it's a good way to affordably get these issues of the early issues of Captain America. So, with that, I am happy to say, that was a lot of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby art and creative writing to show you, and I'm glad you got to see them. And I just want to thank you for watching. And I did a whole other show on Captain America telling his life story with covers of comic books. So it's somewhere in Comics with Stevey D. I can't remember what episode right now, but I'll try to look that up before the next show. And with that, I want to say take care, good luck in your comic book pursuits, and have a great evening or a great afternoon or whatever part of the day you're watching these things. Take care.